full-time MMA?
MMA.
Nothing
Yeah.
else?
My life, man, yeah.
Yo, God, the thing goes pop, 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 pop. Skinny kid pop, pop, and the poop, 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 boom.
Back to the daily grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
Khabib Nurmagomedov's coming out and kicking Kevin Lee while... Hey, that sounded like a tongue twister. Khabib's coming out kicking Kevin while he's down. Alright, Khabib's coming out and kicking Kevin while he's down. He's saying the only reason Tony Ferguson beat Kevin Lee is because Kevin Lee fought like chicken. He's fought like chicken. Who did he tap like chicken? He said he was gonna make Connor tap like chicken. Hey, Khabib's got some of them fucking, you know, them one-liners that are pretty fucking cold. Number one bullshit. Tap like chicken. Hey, pretty fucking dope. You get the point though. He's coming out and he's kicking Kevin Lee while he's down, and I'm not rocking with this. I'm gonna tell you right now the shit that Khabib's saying. I mean, it sounds good and all, but bro, this isn't the time. Kevin Lee's been calling Khabib out after like his last 4 wins in a row, and now that he takes a loss, Khabib's coming out and saying that he fought like a chicken. He was too focused on promoting the fight and not cutting the weight or some shit. Let me read exactly what he had to say. He said, "I think Tony Ferguson won because Kevin Lee was fighting him like chicken. That's why he won. Kevin Lee talked too much. He was not focused on the fight. He was focused on, I think, promoting the fight. When he was beginning the first round, Kevin beat Ferguson. The second round, Lee stayed with him in his distance. He ate a lot of jabs. The third round he gave up because he doesn't have conditioning. That's why. So he didn't say he was too focused on weight cutting, but he said he was too focused on promoting the fight and he doesn't have the conditioning. And I'm not rocking with that, bro. I mean, everybody by now knows about the staph infection. Everybody by now knows about Kevin Lee's bad weight cut. So I'm not going to rock with you saying he doesn't have the conditioning whenever he made himself suffer to make weight. So we all had a fucking event for a pay-per-view. Because last time I remember, this same interim title fight Khabib was supposed to be fucking fighting in, and he had to pull out, bro, because of a weight cutting issue. Instead of missing weight and then taking that extra hour and a half to make weight, Khabib went to a doctor that wasn't the UFC's doctor and canceled the entire fight. Kevin Lee, for our sake, cut the weight, had a bad weight cut, which affected your conditioning, which means there's a lot of things that could have been why Kevin Lee tired or gassed in the fight. That's not just because he doesn't have the conditioning, bro. It could be because he fought after the bad weight cut or with the staph infection. So I'm not gonna fault Kevin Lee for his conditioning in that fight, because I've heard other fighters, other people that have trained with Kevin Lee, even, you know, people, Chael Sonnen and other people that know of Kevin Lee's work ethic, and they say he can go in there with the best of them all day. There was a lot of shit that wasn't his conditioning that happened to Kevin Lee during that fight. Kevin Lee went out there and still performed for us. So with that being said, I don't think this is the time to kick him while he was down. I don't think it's got anything to do with his conditioning. I mean, it might have a little to do with his conditioning, but the fact that he, you know, had that botched weight cut and the staph infection, kind of got to give him, I'm giving him a little slack for that. Khabib, you know, but Khabib and Kevin Lee, they've got a history. Maybe he's doing it because this is the right time, I guess. You know, now that you're probably not fighting Kevin Lee next. I don't know. My thing is just, where was Khabib talking about? I haven't even ever heard Khabib say Kevin Lee's name until now. And it's kind of like the Travis Brown Derek Lewis situation. Like, you're not really saying much whenever Derek Lewis is talking, but once he loses, it's time to fucking make a, you know, it's time to talk some shit. So I mean, I fuck with Khabib and I fuck with Kevin Lee, but I'm not wrong with this. And I've explained why. I'm not going to repeat myself. I'll probably do that too much. Hey, Kevin Lee continued to talk about Tony Ferguson, you know, Tony Ferguson, because they have a history. He said RDA and Kevin Lee fought him with a distance. That's why these guys lost to him. But what happens is if Ferguson fights a fighter like me, who all the time tries to take him down, smash him on the ground, and never stop, all my life, in my amateur career, professional 24 fights, I never tire. Never, ever. In training, amateur fights, and professional fights, I don't get tired. He said I never get tired, but I thought of Kevin Gates. I don't get tired. Could you picture Khabib? I got 6 jobs. I don't get tired, with that fucking blonde afro just fucking shaking it like some drakes. I don't get tired. But one thing I'll say about that is, you know, I respect that. You never get tired, never in training, amateur fights, professional fights. But it's probably because in the professional fights where you're going to have a bad weight cut, you pull out of the fight and you don't take the fight. You know what I'm saying? If you would have fought Tony Ferguson after having a terrible weight cut, would you have not tired? Would you have still been as conditioned as coming into a fight perfect? My question is, if you come into a fight and show up, you know, with staph infection, bad weight cut, and then you tire out, is that better than somebody who shows up and they're like, you know what, I'm gonna have a bad weight cut, so I'm gonna go ahead and fuck around and pull out of this fight? What would you rather see? Because I gotta give Kevin Lee his fucking respect here. And to me, this reminds me of the Travis Brown, Derek Lewis situation where you're kicking somebody when you're down. It's like, man, this dude's been calling you out for the last few months and you ain't said one word, and now that he's down, you know what I'm saying, he's too focused on promoting the fight. Like, dog, everybody should be focused on promoting the fight, in my opinion, at this point. If you want the Conor McGregor fight, you should probably be focused on promoting the fight, right? Am I crazy? I don't know, man. I like Khabib, but to me, I ain't rocking with this right here. With that being said, it is what it is. It's looking like Khabib Nurmagomedov is going to be fighting Edson Barboza at UFC 219, possibly. I mean, if Tony Ferguson versus Conor McGregor happens, that's definitely the fight. Edson Barboza said he's already accepted the contract. They're just waiting on Khabib. Khabib said he'll fight Edson if Tony fights Conor. But if Conor's fighting Nate, he wants to fight fucking Tony. Now, hardcore fans kept up with that, and some of you are like, holy shit, that's a lot of fucking names. Alright, man, it is what it is. I'm actually not tired, and it's 5:30 in the morning, so I'm gonna try and get some more shit out, I guess. I don't know, man. I gotta fucking go to sleep and make this insurance claim. It is what it is, dog. Let the full-time family know what the fuck you tell me in the comments. I'm out.
Bye, Felicia.